Right, there we go.
Hey man,
Israel, how's it going?
good. I
You
just
hear me all
finished
right?
working out.
You hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So thanks for doing this with us. Obviously, you reached out, and obviously you want to get, give people an idea of what you're about, etc. You were going to be turning pro, and having your debut. Unfortunately, Corona put it back. I've sort of give everyone an idea of obviously your background, Golden Gloves, all that kind of stuff. So we'll go through it, and then is anything else you want to add? We'll go from there.
Been boxing since 12, 11. I'm 47 and 3. Did Golden
Yeah,
Gloves. Won my state Golden Gloves, regional.
yeah,
Went to national. Didn't go my way, but I didn't. I'm not salty about it. Experience is everything.
yeah.
You know.
How far did you get in the nationals then?
Say what?
How far did you get in the nationals?
I lost the first round, but I lost to a veteran. He was 27 years old.
Right.
He went there like 4 times. Yeah,
Wow.
4 times. So, I was new on the scene.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure everybody knew him because he's been there 4 times. So
Yeah.
they could have probably been looking more his way than my way.
Experience. Yeah.
But I got most of my experience from sparring. You know, I
Yeah.
sparred pros and stuff, so I wasn't really mad about that. I didn't think that was like the end.
Yeah.
I
So
sparred
what?
dudes that's on TV today, so I give
Who
them work.
who have you sparred then?
I sparred top rank Mike Seals. He's a
Yeah.
light heavyweight though, so I shouldn't be sparring him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why are you sparring him?
Money
Why?
Powell. He's on Premier Boxing.
Yeah.
Um,
PBC. Yeah.
yeah. Dominic Dalton also on PBC. Um, and what's that guy? Michael. Another guy. He was with Golden Boy from Vegas. My dad's with me. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Keandre Gibson.
Yeah.
Um, I sparred these guys, and I gave them work leading up to their fights. Wouldn't say they'll talk about me though, because it didn't go. You know, you know
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah. So why boxing? What made you get into boxing? Obviously, you've got to dedicate your whole life to it if you want to take it seriously. So why did you decide to do boxing?
Um, it kind of just happened. My dad,
Yeah.
when I was growing up, my dad always was training me since like I was little, always
Yeah.
training me. So he told me, you're gonna either be a world champion or a superstar football player. He always would kind of like manifesting, speaking into existence.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that manifested in my head, and then I always was just training and thought I'm gonna be either one. Then the boxing kind of just happened before I got into football. So and then I'm gonna be honest, I really knew I wanted to do it when I was like 16, 15. First I was
Yeah.
just doing it. Then I saw my dad kept telling me, whether you want to do it or not, you're very good at it. So,
Yeah.
and I thought, you're right. The talent is like, when people say God gifted you something, so you have to do something with it. So I
Yeah.
thought, yeah, I might as well take it all the way.
Yeah. So growing up, obviously, did you have a keen interest? And obviously, who was your role model to look up to? Who obviously who've been fighting? Did you have a specific boxer when you grew up watching that you try and emulate in the ring?
I looked at everyone and I tried to be like them in that my next sparring session. You know,
Yeah.
uh, I looked at. I know a lot of fighters like Sergio Martinez. I'll watch him one time,
Yeah.
and then I'll think I want to fight like him this sparring session. Then I'll watch, what's his name, Josh Taylor. I'll
Yeah.
watch him, and I
Great
think I
fight.
want to be like him. I love
Great
his
fight.
technique. It's sharp,
Mm-hmm.
but it's aggressive, tactical.
Yeah, he's
You
a
know.
very good fighter. He fought Regis Prograis from
Yeah.
America, and that fight was unbelievable. Both of them came together, and tactically, that
Yeah.
fight had everything. They were sharp. They fought at different angles. That was a really, really highly skilled fight. And if you're taking after either of them two,
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I know
go
when I saw
on.
that fight, Prograis, you know, you gotta have. I always think it's a mental thing. So when I see someone fighting, I always think they're doing something mentally with the physical move.
Yeah,
So Prograis, when he drops his hands, in my opinion, I take it as a lack of respect because if you have respect for him, you would keep your hands up at all times, even during angles. Josh Taylor is on a mission. He always keeps his hands up,
yeah,
you know? So it shows up. And also, I feel like Prograis was talking more because he was. Some people get into this mindset where I have so much talent and I'm such a bad person. There is no way this is my story. I'm the main character. I'm not
yeah,
losing. But at the end of
yeah,
the day, to be the main character, you got to have respect for the villain in the story.
yeah.
You know, you can't just think it's going to go your way every time.
Yeah, I think what I liked about that fight was, I mean, I had it to Progress,
You did?
just yeah, a little bit, but
Yeah.
I could bet it wasn't a robbery. It was one of them where it could have gone either way, could have been a draw. But for
Yeah.
what I liked and watched, I did have it to Progress, but at the end of the fight, he made no excuses at all. He
Yeah.
just sat there and went,
He showed heart. Heart what we haven't seen, you know?
yeah,
I do believe when you show heart and you show grit at the end, it should amount for more, you know. So I can see what you mean about him winning, but it could have went any
yeah,
other way, you know.
yeah. Either way, I wouldn't have been
Yeah,
disappointed whoever got that. It's just
yeah.
when I was going, I think I had it by a round, maybe two, like, and they could have gone the other way depending on what
Yeah.
you like. You know what I mean? So, Fuego Rojo, have I said that right?
Yeah, yeah, you did. He said
Good.
that.
Red Fire, where's that come from? Tell me the origins of that nickname. Go on, explain.
Sparring, you know, I was sparring. Every time I sparred, I was always sparring someone better than me, you know.
Yeah,
So it could have
light
went any other
heavyweights.
way.
Yeah,
They were always better. They're either pro with a good like win ratio, no losses, got knockouts,
yeah, yeah,
and you know when people are starting out in the pros, sometimes they'll fight ducks and sometimes they won't. But either way, they're feeling themselves because they just went pro. They're knocking everyone out, and
yeah,
they always think that sparring the guy they're going to spar leading up to their next pro fight, I'm going to beat him up or I'm going to knock him out in sparring.
yeah,
So when I would go into spar, you know, it was like always the stuff stacked against me. They're always saying things, and I would just my dad would be in the back yelling, "Yeah, hit him with that red fire! Hit him with that red fire!"
yeah,
Building me up so I don't fold under the pressure. You know, keeping
yeah,
me confident. And he
yeah,
always said, "Hit him with that red fire," and I light him up so fast. It's like my favorite color is red. His is red. So it's
yeah,
like red fire. So then he said, "We'll say it, you know, in Spanish and stuff, and just let my nickname be Fedego Rojo." So
yeah. Because your dad's on your dad's side, is Spanish origin, isn't there?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's hard. It's hard when you're in the ring and you've got obviously if you fight if you obviously you're sparring a pro and they're trash talking you throughout the whole of it. Because have you ever seen Devin Haney spar? His dad will literally be on the ring going and going,
yeah,
and it's like, oh god, like geez, like just chill out, man. But yeah,
yeah,
what kind of influence is your dad on your career then? What does he keep you motivated? Does he look after you, make sure you're disciplined
yeah.
and stay on you?
He keeps me motivated. He just he wants me to have to fulfill basically my dreams in my career. So he stays on me. You know, we train every day.
Yeah,
When he goes to work out, I'm coming with him. You know, he
yeah,
makes sure he'll be always like in the morning. Before we go, how you feel? You feeling okay? You know,
yeah,
we get an update on how I'm feeling, so we can tune the training that day. You know, so
yeah,
he's all. I'm basically like he'll tell me I'm like his life. You know,
yeah, yeah.
that's how much he puts his time into me. So
Oh, brilliant. Did your dad box then at all when he was younger? Is that why? Obviously, he's invested that into you. Did he box? Did he try and take
yeah,
it?
he boxed. He loved to watch Roy Jones,
Yeah,
and
he was
he
fast.
will watch Roy Jones, and he go box, and he literally fight like Roy Jones.
Yeah,
But
that.
that's where I think I see my potential in the sport
Yeah,
because when I seen him box, he was sparring dudes with 18-ounce gloves on.
yeah,
You know, he wasn't even wearing tape or gauze. He wasn't wearing hand wraps. it was an MMA glove under a boxing glove. That's twice the amount of ounces. And
Yeah.
then he would spar them, and he has videos where he's broken dudes' nose and jaws, and I think, man, he has all that power that's in me. So it's just waiting. I just could grow. So when I would spar dudes better than me, older than me, I always say, no matter how it goes, it doesn't matter to me. I'm growing, and when I'm like 20 something, like the guy I'm sparring, I'll
Yeah.
just be better. I'm growing from it.
Yeah. Roy Jones is a special fighter, though. If you can look up someone like him,
Yeah.
he had everything. I mean, he's supposed to be fighting Mike Tyson, obviously, in that
Yeah.
exhibition fight. I mean, they're both in the 50s. What do you think about that when you see someone you've looked up to, obviously, and you've seen all the video footage of them in the prime doing his thing when he was literally at one point untouchable, to see him coming back at 50 plus? What do you think about that? Have you got any feeling on that?
When I see it, it makes me happy because it shows me he still has the dedication, the motivation,
Yeah.
the skill. It stays with you.
Yeah.
Like, it's shocking to me, because at first, I'm not gonna lie, it hurts when you see someone you looked up to, fall into the slumber and chilling and stuff. And then
Yeah.
part of me says, well, he earned it. His career was magnificent.
Definitely. Yeah.
He earned every bit of it. But when he can come back like that, it makes me happy because I care for him. That I don't want his haters to rejoice.
Yeah. Definitely.
Especially, like, who knows what anyone was thinking. I like Mike Tyson too, but everyone was like,
Yeah.
dramatic knockout is gonna happen, and I'm like, dang, Roy. And then now Roy's making it. I'm looking at his Instagram, and he looks like he's back. He's got his six-pack back. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want a good fight. I don't want it to be a blowout.
It's difficult because I think whoever's in charge of putting it on, they've said it's an exhibition, so they're saying we don't really want anyone going for a knockout. But I don't think you can put them two in a ring under any rules, and they're not going to go for a knockout if they want to go for a knockout. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, I want Roy to win, to be honest.
Yeah,
because I care for him. I feel like this will help his story because he stayed in the sport real long and fighting all these guys, and win lose he kept coming back. So I want him, to feel what it feels like to win, especially against someone like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even matter if it's an exhibition. Just the fact you've got Mike Tyson in a ring. Yeah. I mean, if you can say you've got him on your record, that's an unbelievable thing to happen. Mm-hmm. So when can we expect to see you fighting, making your pro debut? I know it got delayed. Have you had any more updates on when you're going to be fighting again?
I'll be fighting September, like late September or October.
Yeah.
Because just been resting and training, staying in shape. But that's what we're looking at.
Yeah. Is that your full pro debut then on that day?
Yeah, that's my full pro debut. That's my first pro fight. I have my pro license, so, and my passport and stuff, so.
Yeah. How excited are you now to get under them lights and to display your skills on professional? Like, now you've moved from amateur, you like raring to go now, ready to go?
I like to feel and fight, so I'm very excited because I just want to feel what it feels like to wear such tiny gloves.
Yeah, I was going to say, it'll be like bare knuckle almost to you guys, right, when you change over.
Yeah, and it's not more so like I want to wear them and just feel like I can knock everyone out and get knockout hungry. I just like the speed difference when you wear such small gloves, how easy it is to keep your hands up for longer periods, move fluently, no headgear, you can see everything, your head's a smaller target. I like that feeling. You feel like you're floating,
Yeah.
You're not limited.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. What weight are you going to be fighting at then?
We're trying to find out if the first fight will just be at 170 just to try out the dieting, and then go down to 160.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard because I barely have any body fat, and there's a machine that tells like your body fat percentage and your BMI, and mainly I'm just muscle, and it's easy for me to gain muscle, but I don't want to fight at such a high weight. That's just starting out,
Yeah.
Just to get comfortable.
Yeah, and you'll be because you're only 19, you'll still be growing and still be getting that,
Yeah.
you know, like what we say with that man strength, where you develop into a fully grown man, and then you'll find that weight you're comfortable at. So
Yeah,
I
because when
suppose,
people die at such an early age, you can mess up your development, and then weight cutting be's harder because your
yeah,
metabolism shuts down. So
yeah. It's a bit of an obvious one, but I think it'll be good for obviously people in the UK to hear. What's the ultimate goal in boxing? What do you want to achieve out of it? Is it to say I've been in the best fights possible, or is it to see I've held multiple world championships? What's your ultimate goal? Like, if you could write it out, what is it?
shoot, when I was like 15, it was this is when I wasn't even thinking. I was 15, so
Yeah,
I was like money. And then after I grew up and I got these fans and stuff, I'm like, I
yeah,
don't even do it for money. It's just the rush of boxing and being in your element.
yeah,
It makes me feel at home. And then when you have these people you never even met and they're rooting for you, and
yeah,
they're like you motivate them to work out, and you
yeah,
make them want to get back in the gym. I'm like, I do that. I'm shocked. So that's
yeah,
why I want to do it. Just to go around the world and meet these people that care about you and want to push you, and you motivate them. That
yeah,
makes me motivated. You know,
yeah,
that's what I want to do it for. The money will come, but in the end, it's for that ultimately.
yeah. Have you sort of thought, you know, a few years' time, if you could choose an arena to fight in where you could say, wow, I want to fight there? Obviously, a lot of the historical arenas are in your country. We've obviously got the O2 Arena in London and, you know, Manchester and things like that. But the historical
It's
boxing,
London. It's somewhere down there, man. I saw Joshua's fights and how the
yeah,
crowd is.
Wembley,
Everyone is yelling. Everyone. There is not
yeah,
one person not yelling for their fighter.
yeah. You'll
I
find
know
that,
it's the
yeah,
feeling for me. It's not even the historical arenas like MGM Grand and stuff. I I want the the feeling of your fans rooting for you. Like
yeah,
I'm telling you, Joshua's was must have been the ultimate feeling you could ever have. They saw him beat Klitschko. Everybody it was like a movie.
yeah. I think you'll find a lot with British fans, they're very loyal. So, for example, if you came over years down the line and fought, for example, do you know Lomachenko?
Mm-hmm.
He fought Luke Campbell, and he came
Mm-hmm.
over. He came over here and did like a public workout at York
Mm-hmm.
Hall, which is quite a famous arena. He came and did just skipping, and British fans were just like round the ring chanting Loma for like half an hour straight, and he was stand there going like, "All this for
Yeah,
me." Yeah, so that's the type of dedication you'll get from fans over here, and obviously I know America, you know, it's similar, but British fans have a real sort of connection to the fighter and stuff like that. And
yeah.
like you said, if you're fighting at Wembley where Joshua fought, you've got 80,000 plus screaming, wanting you to
I know,
win.
like you go there, everyone will know you, and everyone will like
Yeah,
root for you. Like I know that I want to experience that feeling where you do a fight there, and then you just go walk in the streets of London, and everyone's your
yeah,
neighbor. Everyone says hey. Everyone's
yeah,
happy. They want to just walk with you, like stuff like that.
yeah. And there's another thing as well, like you find in boxing, there's a big emphasis on keeping your oath, on being undefeated. But
Mm-hmm.
like I mentioned, Regis Prograis, there'll be other fighters that will come over here. And if you fight someone British, but it was a good fight, but you lost, your stock won't go down. It'll stay up because you
Yeah, I
fought a
know. I
good
see
fight.
that with Kell Brook.
Yeah,
Everybody still goes to Kell Brook's fight. Nobody cares. They care that Kell Brook fought Golovkin, and no one thought, oh, he lost. They thought, man, what heart!
no,
He didn't get knocked out. He stayed in there, even
yeah,
even though he had a broken a
all
broken,
yeah,
yeah, he
yeah,
stayed in there.
exactly. You get fighters like that where that fight he was never meant to win. He was never
Yeah,
meant to win, and he went
yeah,
there,
but
and
they
he,
still came.
of course, he did, because there was always that thought of what if, you know,
Yeah,
can he beat this guy? And he was outboxing him well until he got that. He was doing well in the fight,
yeah,
but yeah, it's just one of them things. I think you find if you do come over here though, and you're obviously
mhm,
grown a bit, you build up your record and stuff. Even if you came over here as the villain, you'd probably
mhm.
go away with all the support. Like Ricky Hatton when he went over to fight Floyd Mayweather in Vegas, there was like 10,000 Brits went to watch Ricky Hatton fight.
Oh yeah,
And
I
then
saw those press conferences. Everybody.
yeah. And then after that, obviously, British fans went back to watch Floyd because they respected him for that and the way he fought and stuff. So the very loyal fans. So
Yeah,
have you?
and then the Tyson Furies. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
I was like, I love that chair. They go, "Who are you? Who are you?" I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
everybody's yelling for their guy. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we went. Me and my dad went to LA for the. You know, the fight where he got knocked down and came back up
Oh yeah.
against Wilder. Me and my dad were at that fight, and that whole experience was just. It was crazy.
I
It
know,
was
surreal. I know.
just
And
brilliant
then when
fight.
I was like, I was shocked. I was like, it's like when he was saying, he said, I think he said Jesus got him up and stuff, you know,
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my God, like he was really out and he got up. You could see his veins in his neck that he was out.
yeah. He was. He wasn't in a good place, but he managed to get back up somehow. I don't.
Yeah.
My head just went like that, and I looked up and he's standing up, and I'm like, what's going on? A crazy
Yeah.
experience.
And that could be all the energy his fans are putting towards him too.
Yeah,
You know, because I'm telling you, like it's like an euphoric high. Like your fans are all putting their energy towards you. You know.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, have you got any siblings that sparring? I saw Jeremiah come into the chat. Do you work out with him? Does he box as well?
No, he's assistant coach. He
Assistant coach.
yeah, with my dad. You know,
Ah,
he wears the body vest, holds the mitt sometimes. You know,
wow.
learns the call outs on like certain things to do, and he always when I go to spar, my dad's there and he's there. He'll be always yelling like the instant he sees the opening, he'll be yelling out like I could be going up top and he'll yell underneath, mix it up, mix it up, mix it
Yeah,
up, and I'm like I always hear him because he's yelling it out constant. He wants you to do it. He'll
yeah,
be watching the films and then he'll be like, you could do this right there, you know.
yeah.
So it's like two masterminds. You got my dad who's educating him on it, and me, and then he's educating me on it. You know.
Yeah. It's good that you've got a family unit around you. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously then you're not dealing with anyone else. You've got a team around you that obviously cares, because you hear a lot of stories in boxing where you've got a really talented fighter and they sign to people, and you know people are only
Yeah,
interested in
people tried to do that to us, but we didn't let it happen. You know, they try to be like come down to Vegas, and after you
yeah,
come down here, you can just leave him here. And then my dad's like, leave him there, and then y'all can go home and we'll train him here in Vegas. And he's like, no,
yeah,
you know, that don't make no sense because you don't know what we know. You know, they always been coaching me. It's just
yeah,
going to be weird. And people have ways where they don't let a fighter be themselves and form into their own style. They'll try to make them somebody they're not. You know,
yeah. So
depending
which
on their past fighters they worked with.
so which current fighter now who's fighting well-known pro would you say your style is like? Are you one of these? Do you eye behind the shoulder roll? Do you throw bombs? What's your style most suited? Like, what's your style?
I mean, I do. I would say, it's in the moment I do the move. You know, I don't fight like that person because I don't want to be limited.
Yeah,
So if somebody's coming over and they're rushing me and they're trying to hit, if there's an opening to my right or left, I'll only do the shoulder roll and put my shoulder roll high to cover that side and pivot, and then I
yeah,
will
yeah,
not do the shoulder roll no more because it was only for the moment I needed it. If I keep doing it, people will figure you out. If you keep switching
yeah,
to different, because you can be any fighter at that moment and they'll never figure you out because you're after that I'm neutral. I'm in
yeah,
neutral like a car, so to speak.
yeah.
I don't have to be in one gear all the
But
time.
yeah,
I would
versatile.
say
Yeah,
right now I'm fighting more like I would say in the pros I'll be fighting like Tilafimo a lot because
wow.
Tilafimo be he kind like you know I can pull off what Tilafimo does. Like I'm pretty fast, and if I go down in weight, I'll really be fast. I'm really unnaturally fast for my weight. Like when I
Yeah,
was fighting 165 in the amateurs, I was always faster than my opponent. You
yeah,
know, so
that,
I think that's got to do because, like what I said, when I hit the machine where it told mainly what I was made up of. It's muscle. I gained muscle really easy. You
Yeah.
know, like mesomorph, I think, the body type. So I would have to trim muscle if I ever go down a weight. It's never I have to trim fat. I always got to trim muscle.
Yeah.
You know, and I do cardio every day, and I still am muscular, and I don't eat like steaks and stuff. See, so that's why I know it's like genetics or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, are you on a really strict diet then? Do you try and get, slow it down?
No, I'm not on a strict diet. I eat not bad though. Like when I say I'm not on a strict diet, everything I eat has. I don't eat empty calories. I eat like, I mean, sometimes I'll indulge in something.
Yeah.
But there's always a time period. Like people say, you can binge eat one day if you eat less the day before, then you binge eat, and then you eat less the day after. Then it won't hurt you because it
Yeah.
was in the middle of 2 days eating less. But I mostly eat like tortillas with like good like beef for protein, tuna with cheese,
Yeah.
and I would call that a cheat meal, but that's technically healthy.
Yeah.
That's a cheat meal to me.
I'll call that healthy.
I mean, it tastes good to me.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, in my younger days, though, I was always eating candy, though.
Yeah.
Like one time, I went on a strict. I was eating just candy, no real food, and I still had muscle, and I was training every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. That's see that annoys me because I can't do that. That's so bad. I wish I could do that. Have you?
I can't do it. I don't think I can do it as much as I did back then, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll see. I'll start being sore because if I got to train every day, I can't just be eating candy every day. I'm gonna feel it.
Yeah.
The muscles need protein, so.
For sure. Have you got any sponsors you want to give a shout out to? Any teams that help you?
Oh yeah,
I think some of them have
underground,
followed me actually.
huh?
I think some of them have followed me. I think some of your people in your team from when you put it out. You just gone. You've just cut off. Well, you back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the gym, so the internet.
Yeah. Give your sponsors a shout out if you want.
Oh yeah, underground underdog fight club.
Yeah.
He gave me some gloves. He's giving out free pairs and stuff. We're doing things.
Yeah.
He really motivates me because I'm gonna be honest. When I hear, Jerry monitors my Instagram and stuff. When he said, "Oh, you got like when I hear stuff like, this guy wants to give you free gloves, or they're gonna be with you for the long haul and stuff like that," I'm like, wow, like,
Yeah.
because I never noticed what it feels like when you have sponsors in a way. So
Yeah.
this feels like I'm sponsored and I'm getting something free and they're sticking with me. It makes me motivated. Like I'll be training hard the next day as soon as I hear that. Or he says, you just motivated this person to get back into training. I'd be like speechless, like, because I don't know what it feels like to make someone want to do something just off your actions of just being you. So
Yeah.
when I hear this, it makes me go harder in the gym. It makes me think I can't quit because you can't even quit if you wanted to. You just can't.
You're not allowed.
And I don't want to because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to walk around and be in my skin and go train again that day. It makes me, there's purpose now. There's, these people. It's more than just now getting money or getting a belt. There's a purpose to your life because you're helping these people.
Yeah.
So
it seems like you're boxing for all the right reasons. Anyway, you've got quite a level head on your shoulders. Someone who's 19. We see a lot of young fighters come into boxing, get all the money, and then it goes. But you seem to be quite motivated and concentrating on all the other stuff apart from money. Because if you're good anyway, the money comes and the belts come. You're good, that comes. So if you can keep grounded and stuff like that, fingers crossed in a few years, you can come fight over here. And, get an even bigger following.
Yeah, because I want to shout out again Underdog Fight Club because they really motivated me. They were the first person to give me some free gloves. I think they said they're gonna make me some custom ones, and I was just like, really? And I'm like, so it got me excited and stuff.
Yeah.
These people become family in a way because if you meet them, they keep the same energy. Whether you win, lose, they're gonna keep the same energy. You know.
That's important. That's massively important for you when you're
Yeah.
going through a career such as boxing. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough road, and you find out a lot who your friends are if you do
Yeah.
suffer a defeat and stuff like that. So
Especially when I see a fighter lose, you know, and I go to their recent posts and I see their comments and people are sticking for them and stuff. I'm like, that's a real friend. That's a real fan.
yeah,
You know, they don't care.
yeah,
You know, they weren't
sure.
just in it because the hype. You know.
Yeah, thick and thin. They follow you through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Is there any last message you want to send out to any followers potentially from the UK? Where to follow you at, get behind you, all that?
They can follow me at this account right here, the Human Weapon. Too. You know. I want to say I appreciate them for sending all their energy over here. You
Yeah,
know, and I'm gonna definitely come over there and beat them one day. I
do.
mean, I know I'm gonna beat everyone because I'm telling you, when I'm never gonna let the hype get to me. When I come down there, I'm not gonna walk around like I'm you know I'm the stuff. I'm just gonna walk and just wave to everyone and let them come walk like Manny Pacquiao does with his people.
Yeah,
You know, because I can see why you jog with your fence. You can go like miles and miles. You could never stop if you have the right people around you. You could just train all day. I'm telling you.
yeah.
You know, the energy. It's reciprocating, positive energy flowing.
Absolutely,
You know.
absolutely. Well, it's been a pleasure chatting to you, and fingers crossed. Obviously, in the future, hopefully we can have a catch up once you've had your first fight, and obviously, fingers crossed
Yeah.
for you that that goes well. We'll have a
Yeah.
catch up, talk about how that went. If
Mm-hmm.
anybody wants to obviously follow you, Human Weapon too. I'll put this on YouTube a bit later as well for everyone who couldn't tune into this live. I'll send you the link. You can share it with all your followers because you've got quite a big following for 19-year-old already on
You know,
Instagram.
that's
So
that's a credit to my stepbrother. You know,
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I'm not I'm always working out. Looking at fights. You know, and then he keeps up with my account sometimes.
yeah, yeah,
Tells me someone said this, you know, you should go talk to him, you know. So I get back on, you know, and
yeah,
when I see what they said, like stuff like you motivated me, or I'm reading all their comments when they're looking at my stuff.
yeah,
It makes me think, man, like I'm telling you, like it's a high you never felt before. Like you just like it gives me motivation. It makes me want to work out again right after I just worked out. You know, literally makes me want to go work out again. And then I can imagine if they're right there. You know, when people are watching um, Floyd hit the bag, I used to
yeah.
think, why are they watching him hit the bag? Now
Nah,
I know why.
I could watch
You
that
know,
all day, my friend. All
that's
day,
like that is your energy right there.
for
You know,
sure. Absolutely, 100%.
so
But yeah, I'll send you the link to them. We will catch up after you fight. So hit me up. I'll probably send you the message anyway, and we'll do this again. We'll have a catch up. So thank you very much for joining us. And yeah, good luck to you. I wish you all the best. Such a level-headed lad. So yeah, good luck.
all right, thank you. This has been a blessing, man. You're
Yeah,
awesome.
anytime,
All
bro.
right, man.
See
All
ya.
right.
Bye bye.
All right.
This is